Hey everyone, it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a fun little card process to share with you today, and this is for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop and blog. And I just really love this little Canine Capers stamp set from My Favorite Things. It's really adorable, and I'm going to use my Eclipse masking paper here today to do some masking to create a one-layer card. And I really love this technique. I think it's a lot of fun, and it does create a really cool result when you're finished. So I'm going to start off here with my Misty. I'm going to put an A2 size card front in my Misty. This is some Strathmore Bristol smooth paper, and I'm going to do my stamping here today with My Favorite Things Extreme Black ink. And I was thinking I was going to do some Copic coloring, but I end up not doing that. I end up just using colored pencils. So it wouldn't have mattered if I'd used Copic friendly ink or not, but anyways, I did just in case. So you can see here that I'm using that extreme black ink, as I mentioned before. Now, the key to using masking paper and using this method of creating a one-layer card is that you always stamp the image that you want at the forefront, right? So the image that you want to be at the very front of your card is the image that you stamp first. So you can see that really adorable little puppy that I have stamped there. And I am going to create a mask for that little guy. And I'm just going to make sure that I have him stamped, or her. I guess it's got a little bow in its hair, you never know. This little critter I'm going to stamp just multiple times here to make sure it's nice and dark. And then I'm going to take a piece of that Eclipse masking paper, and I'm going to place that onto my Misty platform here again. I'm going to stamp that same little image onto my masking paper, and I'm going to just cut around it very, very closely to the lines of the stamped image. So you'll see that's what I'm doing here. It doesn't matter where I stamp it. It's, you know, it didn't have to be obviously in the same place that it is on the card front. It's just that I just didn't move anything. So I just wanted to do that so that everything's in the right place there for the next thing that I'm going to be stamping. So I'm just going to, you can just see, I'm going to show you here, just so I'm cutting around the edge, right up against the edge of that image, and that is how I'm going to create my mask. So if you've never created a mask before, that's how you do that. So now I'm just going to place that mask over top of that little puppy. I'm going to clean that stamp off the door of my Misty, and I'm going to put that stamp away, and then I'm going to get another one of the little puppy stamps images, and I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to stamp that little puppy onto my card front, and then I will mask that one, and so on and so forth. So that's a process that you're going to see me going through here to stamp out all of these different images. And it does take a little bit of time, but I feel like it's totally worth it when you're done to create these single layer cards. And I mean, the cards with dimension are a lot of fun too. It's just a different way of creating. It's just a different technique, and it is a lot of fun to do. So this other little spotted puppy from the stamp set is going to be next. I'm going to put that little pup off to the right a little bit of center, and you'll just see me continuing with that. And so now I've got that one all masked off, and I'm stamping some of the other little puppies to the left, and then that taller puppy is going to go in the middle just so that his little head pokes out the top. And I'm going to mask that one, and when those pieces are all masked, then I am going to go ahead and ink up the sky and the grassy area below the little puppy dogs. So I'm going to just use a couple of colors of Distress Oxide ink to create the sky and the grassy area here. You're going to see me using Bundled Sage Distress Oxide ink to create the grassy area below the puppy dogs. And that's what I'm doing there, just using my Ranger Distress tool and just sponging on that ink there in that way, just kind of using circular motions. And the Distress Oxide ink does blend very, very nicely, so it just is really quite an effortless technique to create that color for the background. Now I am going to go ahead with my salty ocean now and create kind of a more vibrant blue for the sky. And once again, you can just see that I'm just going right over top of those masked images so that when I take the masks off, my little puppy dogs will be all nice and clean and ready for some color. Now I am going to use color pencils here to color my little critters, and you're going to see that process coming up right away. I am first going to just sprinkle a little bit of water on my sky area there, just to create some little distressed splatters on my sky. I really like how that looks. And I'm going to reveal the little puppies here by taking off those masks. I love doing that. It's so much fun. You can just see how those nice crisp lines behind those masks. Now I'm going to be using Polychromos pencils by from Faber-Castell. You can use whatever color pencils you have in your stash. My sister gifted me this set of 120 recently, and let me just tell you, they're beautiful. So these are the color pencils you'll see me using. I'm just going to put some music on, and you can watch as I go through this process. I'll see you back when the coloring is finished. All of that coloring is complete, and I've just added a little bit of Wink of Stella to add a little bit of glitter to all of the little puppies. And now I'm just taking that same bundled sage and creating a little bit of grass. I'm going to take a Lawn Fawn grassy border die and create a little bit of dimensional grass for the front of that card, and I'm going to stick that on there. And now I'm just putting my sentiment onto the card, and this is also from the Canine Capers stamp set. I absolutely love this sentiment. It's so cute, and it says, "I'm a lucky dog to have you." This is adorable. I am actually going to give this card to my sister for her to give away to someone. She loves dogs, and I know that she'll really like this card, and she loves to give cards away, so I like to every once in a while give her some cards so that she can give those as a gift. You can just see that I'm taking my glossy accents now, and I'm going to add a little bit of dimension to the puppy's noses and eyes with the glossy accents. And that is going to be the last little finishing touch for this card. I hope you enjoyed this. I will leave a link in the description box below to the Scrapbook Nerd online shop and blog, and you can check out all of the different My Favorite Things products that they have in the shop. and all the different card making supplies. They have a lot of stuff that you can use, including stamps and dies and inks and papers, all kinds of stuff, guys. So make sure you go over and check it out and see what is in the shop for you that you might like to have in your stash. Thanks again so much for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you another time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.